Hey y'all, I'm Carol Corey. Welcome back to my Creating Corner. I'm so excited to have you here with me today and every day. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm a member of a couple of groups and we send cards, and I had to send a lot of cards in June, and I've got a lot coming up in July, like a stack that I have to send. So I love our Stampin' Up kits because it's a great economical way to get a lot of really pretty cards done. So I was gonna put together my Expressions of Kindness kit. Do y'all know that Stampin' Up puts out 2 new kits every month? So Expressions of Kindness was a kit that was put out last month. And so I was going to put it together it makes 8 cards, that's less than $3 a card. And when I opened it up, I thought, oh my golly, these are just as gorgeous as everybody keeps saying. I have got to share this. So the Expressions of Kindness card kit by Stampin' Up. Let me show you how beautiful this is. Hang on. My Expressions of Kindness kit. Here we go. All of Stampin' Up's kits have everything you need except a pair of scissors. Sometimes you only need the scissors to get into the box, but oh, look at that pretty ribbon. Pretty white ribbon. It's got a little design in there. It's kind of like a chevron-y design, so it's a woven ribbon. Comes with a Blackberry Bliss Stampin' Spot. Oh, and look at the stamp set. We've got some cute hashtags for a background. Just a note, wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Some little feathery things, and kindly delivered too. Oh, that's cute. I know I'm going to add an anniversary greeting to at least one of these cards. And now here we go. The kit itself. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at these cards. So it'll make 8 cards. We have 2 designs, so you have 4 designs of each card. And this entire kit is only $23, so that's like $2.87, I believe, per card. And these are fancy. I mean, you've got gold foiling, you've got little gems. You could not possibly buy a card of this quality for even twice the price. Okay, let's see what we have here. When I say everything you need, here we go. Our kits will come with a block to use with your stamps to mount your stamps on. Your paper pumpkins, if you buy a paper pumpkin kit, your first kit, well, if you have the subscription, your first kit will come with a block, but your succeeding kits don't. And here we've got dimensionals, glue dots, and look at these gorgeous sparkly gems. Oh, those are so pretty. Can you see those? How they sparkle? Yay! Okay, put this aside and let's take a look here. Look at these envelopes, would you? Oh, how beautiful. And oh, that is so pretty. Oh, I love them, I love them. And then here are our card bases. You know, you can cut these card bases apart to make, even if you just want to just cut them in half and use them for like 2 separate fronts, but oh gosh, I can just imagine some gorgeous cards that we can make out of these in addition to the kit cards. So here we have 4 of this base. Lovely. I'm going to keep one of these out because I am going to make 1 of each design, and then I think I might go rogue. Oh, I love the watercolor background. Isn't that beautiful? All right, we've got 4 of those to do. And here we've got our pre-cut little panels for our die cuts. And for our sentiments. And here, look at these die cuts. Oh, how gorgeous. I love the colors. Oh, those are beautiful. There's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's like 6 colors plus a little bit more shading. That's just beautiful. Okay. And gold foil die cuts. Yes. And And now this cardboard I like to use for something that I'm going to be making a video on, but these are great for other kinds of crafting you might want to do. And then of course we have our instructions. On the back you have a couple of QR codes if you are really brand new for stamping, which our kits are great for the people who don't stamp very often or who are new and wanting to get into it, because everything you need is here and you don't have to buy so many different products just to develop one beautiful card. Now if you want to and you don't have a US demonstrator, I'm here for you and I can steer you to what some of the best basics to start out with would be. But here you've got a QR code though for basic stamping, I don't want to say rules, but best practices. And then detailed instructions on putting this kit together. Here you have a picture of everything that should be included in your kit. A list of the coordinating colors. If you didn't want to use the Stampin' Spot that came with the kit, if you had some other Stampin' ink pads on hand, Lost Lagoon, Mossy Meadow, Petunia Pop, Wild Wheat, or Gold will all look perfect with this. And then so you can take a look at all of your kit components, and then look at these directions. They are so easy to follow. They're pictures and numbered. First you do this, then you do this, then you do this, then this, and there you have it. And so we've got the two cards, and we also have a quick look at both of the cards. Well, no, that's like finishing off this second one. This is for your envelope. Oh, how cute. Okay. Okie dokie. I gotcha. Well, let's go ahead and get started with card number 1 and the beautiful envelope that goes with number 1. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to use my full-size Blackberry Bliss stamp pad rather than opening up the little Stampin' Spot. I like to keep those for if I travel or like a little gift or something. So first I want to do a cross hatch on the card front, and then I'm going to highlight the flowers with the little bursty floral piece. Then I will stamp Happiest of Birthdays on the sentiment, Kindly Delivered To on an envelope. Let me grab that envelope. Here we go. And then finish it off with ribbon, dimensionals, and some gems. Okay, so let me get my crosshatch. Now we don't push and smush, we just lay it on there and tap, and this is a photopolymer stamp. You can see right through it, so you can definitely see that you have it all inked up. Now when you're using photopolymer, it's nice to have it on like the Stampin' Pierce pad, something that gives it a little bit of give. But here I'm going to just do this crosshatch right in the middle. Looks like I'm going to do 2 of them. I can do that. There we go. Perfect. And now I want to add are those the stamens? What would those be? My mama could tell you. So I'm going to add these in. Oh yes, that just really specials it up a little bit. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. That is really lovely. Put that down there. And, well, I think that's about it. Okay, that's it for the flowers. I'm going to get one on this one right down here in the corner. There we go. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. All right, now for the sentiment on the little, just tap it. And go. Let me grab my envelope. I'm so glad to have this Kindly Delivered To. That is so cute. That's something I have wanted, was a stamp to put on the front of the envelopes that look cute. That's it for stamping now. And let's just put this together. I am going to need some ribbon. Let me close this so I don't make a mess. I am going to need some ribbon. I'm going to need 6 1/4 inches, and that is what I need my own scissors for. But you don't even need your own ruler. Look, along the bottom is a measuring guide. Isn't that just fantastic? Now, part of it's in centimeters and part of it is in inches. So, let me grab this. Let me get this open. These are so pretty. You know, for every kit that is purchased from my online store, which you'll see the address up above, down below, here and there in the description box. Every September I do what's called the Great Cycle Challenge. It's a fundraiser for the Children's Cancer Research Fund. But every kit from my store that you purchase, I make a donation to my fundraiser. Okay, so here's the 6. I want 6 1/4. There we go. Snip that right there. Whoops. Okay. My paper snips. Let's fold this back up. Alrighty. Now, I need some dimensionals. Let me grab my handy dandy tweezers. And on the back of my sentiment, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to take the wax paper off the back. And I'm going to put this in half. Let me see what side it is. Okay, so just there and there. Very good. You know, that pretty much covered the dimensionals. I'm going to go ahead and put another one on there. Let me go ahead and add 2 more just to make sure that sentiment stays on. And we are going to just put this on the front of the card in the crosshatch where it doubled over. Oh, I'm excited! Now let's get some of these gorgeous gems. And we'll put one right about there. And we'll put a smaller one right about there. And we'll put another one right about there. In with all that foiling that's on the card itself. And let's get another larger one. We're using 5. Of course, you know, when design elements, you want to keep it to odd numbers, like 3 gems, 5 gems. And there we have it. It is done. Look how beautiful that is. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Oh my golly, what a gorgeous card. So quick. That's great. And of course, the beautiful envelope to kick things off with the excitement when somebody opens their mailbox. Okay, well, let me get out the things for card number 2. Okay, card number 2. The first thing we're going to do is start out by adding, I'm just going to call them the stamens. I think that is what they are. So we're just going to add the stamens to these 2 flowers on this die cut. I did put a little bit of scratch paper underneath so that, you know, it's nice to not get ink all over your Stampin' Pierce pad. Let me just add a little bit there. A little bit there. There we go. That one's done. And I'm going to take my Just a Note right here and I'm going to put it on this die cut. I love the fonts on this one. Oh, so cute. And grab my envelope with kindly deliver to, And we're going to put this one right about there. Now I guess you really should use like a black pen and not, I don't know if y'all like to use like colored ink to match the color, the theme of the cards, but this one you might want to make sure that it's pretty dark, because that is a decorated envelope. Okay, let's put that aside. Now let me take my die cut and my gold foil. Oh, how pretty! And we're going to put a glue dot right in the back of that gold foil. You don't really need tweezers. Not everybody would need tweezers, I guess, but it just makes it easier for me. So I'm going to take the gold foil and put it, this is showing it slightly off center. So we're going to take it slightly off the center, and it's going to go right down on that leaf right there. See? There we go. Oh, how pretty! And now a couple of glue dots on the back here. Put one there. Whoops. Let's take that off so you can see it easier. And one up here. One here. And then you just take your fingernail and you just kind of scrape it off. That little wax paper protectant on the back. Oh gosh, so quick, so gorgeous. I'm going to have to get a couple more of these kits. Oh, I say that so often. Okay, now before I put this down, well no, I can go ahead and put this down. Oh, let me go ahead and fold my card front. And since I have a bone folder, I'm going to give it a nice crease. And we are going to put this right up in the middle there. Oh, that is so pretty. And now I need 6 1/4 inches of the ribbon again. So put this on, get this close so I don't dye my ribbon, which is something you can do actually. Come to 6 1/4. There we go. And I'm going to put a little glue dot in the middle of my ribbon. I think that might be a good idea. Here they are. Yeah, I'm just going to stick a glue dot in the middle of my ribbon to help keep it folded and not use up. There we go. And we're going to put this right here. Oh, isn't that grand? I love it. I love it. I'm going to lay that across the back. Here's another way that you can attach your ribbons. Just lay it across the back, and I'm going to use my dimensionals to glue the ribbon to the little sentiment. Come up just a tad so I get a good piece of the, there we go. Ain't nothing going nowhere. Just a note. And you can put inside, congratulations, thank you, thinking of you, hope you feel better, but oh gosh, let me finish this up with some of these gorgeous gems. Oh, they're so sparkly. Yes, I am of the mindset that more is more. If it sparkles, can't be all bad. There's a couple, and we'll tuck one right over here, and we'll put one down here. Actually, I put mine a little bit lower than in the picture, but that is okay. No, I'm going to pull it up so you can see that other flower. Let me grab my Take a Pick tool. This thing is fantastic. On the other side of the point, you have a spatula, and it'll get right underneath your dimensionals, and you can lift them up. Super simple. There we go. Yeah, we're going to come up a little bit higher because I don't want to hide my flower. There. Oh, that is so pretty. Put that away. That is so pretty. And one more. One more. Oopsie. Right about there. Oh, how pretty is that? Just a note. I tell you what, putting like a get well sentiment on here, a thank you, anything. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. I'm going to make this, I think this would make a gorgeous anniversary card. What do y'all think? Hang on, let's take a look and see what we can do. Before I move on with an anniversary card and another card or two using the materials in this kit, I do want to show you this Unbounded Love. Isn't that pretty? Hope, love, faith, best of luck, celebrate, may all your wishes come true, happy birthday, with sympathy. I mean, just look at all the different sentiments on this Unbounded Love set. And they do come with their very own coordinating dies. So look at these awesome shapes to put your different sentiments in, and you've got little filigreed wreaths. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful die set to go along with this Unbounded Love. Now I'm showing you these because A, I think they're fabulous sentiments and everybody would love them. But also, I'm taking this May All Your Wishes Come True, and I'm going to put that inside the birthday card. So let me put that right there. There we go. Let's get it straight. And may all your wishes come true. Perfect. Love it. Just love it. Well, thanks. So let me clean this up and we'll get on to my anniversary card. Okay, so I have pulled out my Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer because I'm going to make a faux step card. So I've got some basic white here, and I'm going to make a card base that's 5.5 inches square. So just line it up real easy there on the 5.5. The dark blade is the cutting blade. So there is 5.5, and let me spin it around, bring it to the 5.5 line, and 5.5 again. Okay, now I'm going to score this at 3/4, 1.5, and 3.5, and I'll have that down below. So I'm going to come here to 3/4, and then slide it on up to 1.5. Yes, my paper, my grid paper is sliding around a little bit. I've got it on top of my glass mat, which would just glare a little too much, I think. So there's the 1.5 inch score, and now a 3.5 inch score. Yeah. Okay. And this one we're going to do 3 by 8.5. Now this is 8.5 wide, right there. So we're going to do it 3 inches by 8.5. Actually, this is good enough. Let me make sure. Live TV. Okay, there's 8.5. So I'm going to bring this to 3. See how this arm comes out to 17 inches? It's awesome. So I'm going to cut this to 3 inches. This is the other half of my card base. And I'm going to score this one at 1/2, 4 1/4, and 8. So there's 1/2, 4 1/4, and 8. So I'm just going to take a 1/2 inch on this side. These 1/2 inch scores on either end, that's just to help you in placement of your glue. That's not actually going to do anything. Okay, now let me take my card base, and every time you have a fun fold, you do want to give it a good fold. Let me give that one a good fold in the middle. I guess I can fold that just to let it be a little more wiggly. Okay, and give that a good fold. We're going to accordion this. There we go. Now, with the DSP, I'm going to use my Stampin' trimmer again, my paper trimmer. And let me get it up here. But the paper I'm going to use is, I'm going to open up an envelope. I'm going to open up this envelope carefully. Carefully. Now I do want a bottom. The reason I'm opening up the envelope is because I have more length going up and down. With these cards, I would, to get the length, it would, well, that would work, wouldn't it? Yeah, it'll work just as good off the envelope, and I've already cut the envelope open. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our Stampin' trimmer, and I'm going to trim actually at the fold line there. Whoops, I didn't finish opening it all the way. Okay, so I'm going to cut strips 3 1/4, 5 1/2, 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is 5 1/2 wide. And then let me just get started cutting here. Let's see, would that be? No. Okay. So I'm just going to cut this down here. And I'm going to cut the side panels off. These little side flaps. Okay, there we go. Now I need, this is 5 1/2 inches wide. A little bit more than 5 1/2 inches, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut off, I think I like that to be the 2-inch one. Yes, I'm going to cut this one to be the 2-inch one. And then I need 3/4 by 5 1/2. There's my 3/4. It's going to go on the very bottom facing. And then for the inside background, 3 by 4 1/4. I'm going to use this card base for that. Put that aside. Yes, I am kind of cutting this all up. So I'm just going to take the front off. Now, 3 by 4 1/4. I do want to preserve as much as I can of this. I want to make sure that I don't mess up. So I'm just going to measure it. This is, I need this to be 3. So I'm going to come right in here. Let me find a pencil. I'm going to put a little mark here and a little mark here. And we're going to take care of that first. Going to make this 3 inches wide. And on this side, let erase. Just trim that off. It's not gonna be big. There we go. Now I need it 4 inches long. I don't really want either of these up here, so I'm just going to cut that off to begin with, and then I'll measure it. There we go. 4. Oh, I like that down there though. I like the dark. So I'm going to preserve the dark and turn this around, and now four and a quarter. Measure twice, cut once, right? Can't add to it if you cut it off. You probably glue a little bit extra strip along the bottom. With the design, you can't really see it. Okay, there we go. Now, let me take my card base back out here. And I'm going to get my little silicone craft mat. And I am just going to put glue on the bottom piece right along here. And that is what I'm going to attach this to. There we go. And you might want to wait until after it's completed to trim the edges off, because there's like 3 different ways to measure for every measurement. So if you wait till after you're done, it might be a little easier to see. Let me show you what I mean by 3 different measurements per measure. You can come up to the line. You can come to the line. You can be on the line, or you can be just over the line. It is such a micro measure, but it does make a difference. So I'm going to do my trimming once it's all put together. Okay? Now, this beautiful piece is going to go here. Okay. Let me put my glue right here. Alrighty. This is directional. Make sure you've got your flowers pointed up. Oh, before I do that, I should have stamped. Let me hurry up and get this done. We're going to go ahead and we are going to take this. Let me find a thing. And we're going to put these stamens on here. Now, let's get this here. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to put a little scrap paper across because I need to, let me just grab the envelope back. Envelope flap. We're going to put this here as a mask because I need to put some stamens on that, on these little flowers. Was too excited. Stamping in chaos. That has become, I guess, the theme of my stamping journey. Oh golly. There we go. Got it. Okay. So let me shut this for just a moment. And we're going to take a look at this piece. Now, I like to do my stamping before anything is glued down. In case I make a mistake, I can always turn it over. So, on the back of this, I'm going to take from Lifetime of Love. This is a beautiful new set. And this Wishing You a Lifetime of Love and Happiness, where I'm going to take that stamp, and it's already on a, here we go, I had already mounted it. So I'm going to take that, and on the very back, that's going to stay white. Now look, I'm just tap, tap, tap. I'm not pushing and smushing. And I'm going to grab another scrap paper here. And perfect impression, tap, tap, tap. Get this straight. There we go. Wishing you a lifetime of love and happiness. How beautiful is that? This Lifetime of Love is really so pretty, and I like that floral right there. There's not a lot of room on here, so I'm not going to stamp that, but you could if you wanted to. So moving on. While I've got my ink open, let me grab my sentiment panel, and from the Unbounded Love set, I'm taking Celebrate, and I'm going to, oh, that's kindly delivered too. There's Celebrate, and I'm going to put that right there, and that's going to go across the front, spoiler alert. Okay, let me shut this. Alrighty. Now, on the front of this, I will take my last panel, and this was the one that was cut from the card front. So this paper is cut from the envelope, this is cut from the card front. And I'm going to glue that right on the front, right there like that. I might put the dark, yeah. Okay. Go. Let me put it on my glue mat, my silicone craft mat, and tuck it up right next to that score line. There we go. Now before I glue anything down exactly permanently, let me go ahead and trim these edges off. Using my paper snips, super easy, just follow along the card itself. Okay, there we go. Now, as I said, these score lines here are just for your glue, okay? It's just to help you decide where you're going to put your glue. And actually, okay, so that all fits fine. Look how pretty that looks. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my card front before I attach it. We're almost done, guys. We are almost done. Now, you don't want it going up past the top of this card, or it's not going to fit in the envelope. It's going to smush in the envelope. So we're going to come all the way down to the bottom with our elements, okay? I've got the 2 die cuts from our kit, and I'm going to put that really sideways. And there we go. So let's just get a glue dot on the back here. Okay, so we're just about done. So let me just see how I want this. I do want it to take up a good bit of the front. So I'm going to want to put a glue dot right about there. There we go. Where else might I want a glue dot to help with holding on? I think that might be all I need. Yeah, I'll put one down here. Not a problem. Okay, let me stick a glue dot right there. And take the paper off. Take the paper off. Okay. Now make sure you get that glue dot kind of folded back a little bit so it's not sticking out. If it sticks out, it might stick something that you don't want stuck. And remember, we want to come down pretty far. There we go. There we go. Now, it doesn't matter if you go off either side. You just don't want to go off the top. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. Okay. So let's come around there. I think that might be good. Let's put some glue dots on the back. I'm just going to glue it down. I'm not going to put this on dimensionals. Put a few glue dots there to hold it nice and steady. You can put one here and it'll hold both of the pieces. Okay. Alrighty, let's get this all picked off. Oh, so beautiful. Let's put some, no, we'll put the everything else on after we get this on. Okay, so remember, you've got open and open. And we're going to attach this on both sides. So it looks like a step card, but it's not really. Okay, and we're just going to put the glue where our score lines are, those little 1/2 inch ends. Okay, so figure out where the middle of this is and put it in the middle. Good, good. And bring this up and attach it on the back there. There we go. Oh, so pretty, and it's almost done. And I'll put that one a little over to the left a little bit. Let's get it lined up better. There we go. There we go. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to put Celebrate down here. And let me get a nice length of ribbon. Okay. Get a nice little length of ribbon going here. Nice. I think that'll work out nicely. I'm going to put a glue dot in the middle. Let me weigh that down so I don't forget where I wanted it. Oh well, and it came off anyway. That's okay. That is okay. I'm going to put that glue dot in the middle. And actually, since I'm not feeling bad about using other materials, I'm going to grab some tear and tape. And we're going to put a strip of tear and tape across the back here. Across the bottom. Yay! There we go. Oh, that's got something funky on it. And put that there. That'll hold the ribbon nicely. Okay. And to finish it off, we need Celebrate. Actually, I'm going to raise this ribbon up just a little bit. Oh, golly. Be careful pulling this off. Okay. Once the adhesive sits on it a bit, you're not going to be able to do that. But, yeah, there we go. I had it a little too low, so I like having it up a bit higher. There we are. And there's the Celebrate. Now the Celebrate we shall put on dimensionals. A few dimensionals here. Oh, I can't wait to get the gems on here. That is really going to finish it off so gorgeous. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. I'm going to trim that right there. That's coming across the bottom because that won't fit in the envelope without getting crinked up, and you don't want it crinked up. Oh, how pretty. Here are the gems. Okay, where do we want some gems? Let's go ahead and put, of course, we'll put one right there. And we'll put one right here. And we'll put one right here. Let's go ahead and, put one right about there. Let's put a couple more on here. Put one down here. Yes. We'll tuck one in. Oh, that looks nice. A little extra something tucked in there. And, no, let me grab that and put that one here. That one up here. And we'll put a little one tucked in there. There we go. Oh, how pretty is that? Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, Celebrate. Oh, how lovely. And on the back, wishing you a lifetime of love and happiness. Oh, I love it. I love it. So I hope you enjoy my stepped up card. Those of you that have a little something extra around. Oh, no, wait a minute. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I do have these pieces of the envelope left. And I like fancy envelopes. So let's go ahead and do this envelope up. Okay, I'm going to cut it here at the score line. Yes, I am. I'm going to cut that score line. And here I have my generic envelope. I'm going to put that across the bottom. Let me stamp the stamens on that. There we go. There we go. I'm going to use these two, so I may as well go ahead and get these stamped up while I can. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and get this one. I don't know if all this is going to show, but it's nice to have that over. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. So if you tear an envelope up, don't throw the stuff out. You've still got plenty to make it special. So I'm going to take this strip, and notice it fits right along the bottom there. Yes, it does. I'm going to trim it down just a little bit. It is a little high. Let's see, what is this? That's 1.5 inches. I'm going to give it 1 inch. Oopsie. There we go. There we go. Trim 1 inch. Here. I like to work, if I'm using glue, I really need to do it on my silicone craft mat so that I don't get my paper all sticky. And while I'm looking at the front, I'm going to go ahead and get my Kindly Deliver to. Oh, here it is. Okay, lovely. Now for my back, I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to just glue it on here. Now you notice I've got a little snippy hanging off, right? I'm going to trim that right off. There's nothing that says I can't. So there we go. And I'm just going to put the glue on the envelope flap itself so I don't make a mistake and make a real big mess somewhere. And we'll cover that envelope flap just as so. And to make the inside pretty, look, that fits inside, so we can put this here. We'll put this here. I should have done that first. I'm going to go ahead and bend that. And, well, no, I don't need to do that. I can just glue the whole thing down just like that. There we go. And put some glue here. And now, just slide it down inside your envelope. You know, it's so nice when you have your decorated envelopes and you open them up and it's just so nice. So nice. It's that extra little touch. There we go, there we go. And this will fold over and that's decorated. When you open it up, the person who opens it will see that, and you've got that on the front. So actually, this is about the only piece from our envelope that we didn't use. If you'd want to put it across the top, I guess you could. I love it. I love it. Let's take a look at everything. Your Expressions of Kindness kit. Another one of those everything you need except the scissors kits with your full color instructions, your ink spot, a block to put your stamps on, the ribbon, the adhesives, the dimensionals, the beautiful sparkly gems, and the stamp set, and the materials included to make 8 beautiful cards, 4 of each of these gorgeous designs, and their coordinating envelopes. So, absolutely beautiful. And remember, we did use a stamp from Unbounded Love for the inside for May All Your Wishes Come True on this beautiful card. And then we took apart we just added a sheet of basic white and we took apart an envelope and created this gorgeous faux step card for a completely different type of, different look, different celebration. It's just beautiful. And then we used the remainder of the envelope that we tore up to decorate this envelope, to send it in. I hope you like my cards, and if you're in love with this kit like I am and you don't have a US demonstrator, I'm here for you. So I'll have my information down below, and I'll have the measurements for this card down below also. And remember, for every kit sold from my website, you're making a donation to the Children's Cancer Research Fund. So if you've had fun, I'd love for you to give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Just click that little subscribe button, and then you'll easily come back and play again. So until next time, keep making the world a beautiful place. Bye.